Hi, I'm so glad you have joined me today. This tutorial is designed to teach students how to plan and begin the research process. We are using a popular topic in the news today. So, let's begin by asking, have you ever thought about the current bee crisis? Unfortunately, bees are disappearing all across the country. This problem has global implications that will devastate portions of our ecosystem. Without bees to pollinate crops, many of our nation's favorite foods will be lost. Apples, peaches, watermelons, cucumbers, and more. The United States will lose up to $15 million in crops. How can we figure out a way to prevent and solve this issue from impacting our ecosystem and our economy? The answer to that question is simple. You can conduct a research project to uncover a potential solution to this problem. The first step to starting a research project is creating a request question. Think about the problem you are trying to solve, the question you are wanting answered through your research. That will be your research question. For example, a valid research question for this project might be, how can students promote pollination locally to sustain the global population of honeybees? This is the question that will drive how I search for information. The next step you need to complete is deciding what terms you will search to find information. You need to remember that searching an academic database, like Kentucky Virtual Library, is different than searching in Google. When using Google, for instance, you might type in your entire research question and get results. However, that will not work in a database. Instead, you need to identify keywords to search. Ask yourself, what are the most important words in your research question? Those will be your keywords. For the research question, how can students promote pollination locally to sustain the global population of honeybees? The keywords would be pollination, honeybees, and promote. Now you have to put the keywords together into a search statement. Remember to use your Boolean and truncated search terms as necessary. Appropriate search statements for this research question would be pollination and honeybees and promote, or promote or pollination or honeybees. These are the statements you will put into the database's search bar. Now you are ready to begin your search. First, you will need to choose appropriate databases in the EBSCO host application. Open up the database list and scroll through the available databases and choose the ones you think will produce the results based on your search statement. Once you have chosen your databases, type in your search statements in the search bars. Remember, if your search statement does not yield the results you are looking for, perhaps change your search statement by coming up with synonyms for your keywords. For example, by using synonyms, I could come up with a new search statement of stimulate and honeybees and pollinate instead of pollination and honeybees and promote. Once you have a source that you think will work for your research question, ask yourself these 5 questions. 1. Does this source have authority? Who is the author and what are their credentials? 2. Is this source accurate? Is all of the information within it correct? 3. Is this source objective? Is it biased in any way? 4. Is it current? Is the information in it up to date? And 5. What is the source's coverage? What is the scope of the information? These questions should help you determine if the source is one you want to include in your research project. Let's review. We have discussed the creation of a research question, keywords, and a search statement. Then we discussed how to utilize those items to conduct a search in an academic database. After that, we need to evaluate the source for its authority, accuracy, objectivity, currency, and coverage. If it meets those 5 standards, you have a good source. Hopefully this information has helped you understand the process of conducting a research project. Now you are ready to begin your own search. Good luck!